of the NFL on EA Sports.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The give is to Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, a line judge says there. That'll be a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 14 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the #2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to #1. because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Second down at 4. Play action. Now Jackson steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
They'll run it with Jones. Cody Barton there to bring him down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
First down, Mayfield. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's swung out wide to Harris. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing is Jackson. Cooks on the quick slant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Pressure comes and down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Look at this, a tight end carry. Oh, he shifts past him. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
More from L.A. in a moment.
1st and goal from the 6. Mayfield now. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A give to Jones. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he completes this to Russell Gage. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson gets this to Ferkser, the tight end, and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Jackson from the shotgun. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. Alan Lazard. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Mayfield off the play fake. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They go play action. Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Mayfield on 1st down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Neville Gallimore drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He
Cook's full extension. It's complete. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he coughed it up, and the Bengals have recovered it.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield looking middle, and it's incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They'll go again to Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. A carry here for the big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd down at 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. More from L.A. in a moment. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Good shot.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Here's Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down and 4, Jackson. He's going to air one out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde.
And the Bengals are right back in this football game. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Mayfield and the offense now. Down 14-6. A minute 44 to go. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Mayfield. And this is caught by Beasley.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Jackson to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. There's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gutsy decision there, going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now Mayfield.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Baker. Finding Schultz.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Chargers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation.